and I'm also certified sound leader. I'm into this finance space for over close to 2 decades now. Corporate experience spans out between Hewlett Packard and the HP laptop printers, right? And JP Morgan Chase and AXA Group into insurance and TXT technology. Entrepreneurial journey for me has been since past, I think, 10, 12 years because there has always been a side hustle. So I also help my family and friends and my known people with their taxation, international taxation. And hi, Kashish. And
Hello, everybody.
hey, hey, hey.
Hi. Hi.
So, Kashish, I'm just doing my introduction and then next year is yours. So, I complete
Sure.
mine. So, I help people in the taxation as well as all the compliances, setting up businesses in India. Along with that, I had started a spirituality based startup. I was a co founder and CFO. It was called the Temple Tickets, connecting the spiritual seekers and spiritual establishments. That can be a mosque, church, temple, it can be places of worship, spirituality, anything. And it didn't take off pretty well, though we got funded almost from the US, approximately $750,000. But I exited because of the integrity issues with my co-founder. The use of money that he wanted, and it was not in alignment with what I, so I exited. And I've been in this online space. Currently, what I do is I stand for financial fitness for corporates as well as business owners and housewives and children, basically. And I coach people money online. I have 20 plus online courses and married, got 2 daughters. And I think life is a full circle. I'm quite happy. And I have more power and energy to give it out to more people. So I'm all inclusive, guys. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, Kashi, you came in just in time. We're doing introduction, so.
Thank you
So
so much.
first of all, though, before you go on, can you tell us or tell me, what part of India you're from? If you can do a name change.
Mumbai. Mumbai.
Yeah, can you,
Okay.
Yes.
Kashish, can you rename your, just add Mumbai to your city, to the name, just on your pin, Zoom pin.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hold on. Well, I'm really learning to do that. So excuse me if I do make a mistake.
No, that's okay.
So I'll type it down in the comments. Is that good with you?
No, what you can do is, there is a 3 dots next to the name on the top right. When you select your name, there's a 3 dots in the blue bar.
So I have logged in from my phone because I just
okay.
finished my meeting with my participants for the video making. So I have logged in from my phone.
Okay, that's alright. Maybe on phone
That's why I'm not able to say.
Okay, that's alright.
So that's why I got it in late. So yeah,
Okay.
thank you so much for your kind patience. I'm from Mumbai. I am Kashish Thabria. To share a bit about me, I got married at the age of 19 years. It was an arranged marriage. I did not run away from home, so it was an arranged marriage. I have a daughter of 14 years, and we both have co-authored a book. The name of the book is Growth Hacking Book Part 2. It is already Amazon bestseller with other co-authors.
Wow.
Thank you. I'm a mental health counselor and a mindset transformation strategist. And last year in November, I received the Rex Karmavir Chakra Award in association with the United Nations for my contribution to the society in the form of videos. So that's how I started making courses on how people can start making videos just with the help of their mobile phone and begin to create their impact. So I'm on a mission to help people to live a life of happiness, courage, and self-worth.
Wow. Thank you very much. I am so excited, to be dealing with some of the top people in India. This is so cool, And I know most of you already know Raj, but Raj, you can still just say a little bit about yourself so that we are complete.
So one thing is, Kashish is from the financial capital of India, which is Mumbai. So one of the, again, everybody is from the metros like California, New York, New Jersey, Texas, or like, so we are all in the major cities. That's how I requested. I'm so glad that they all hopped in. In fact, I did request a couple of other people to hop in also, but we will see if they would join hands with us. So again, thank you guys for being here. This is again for your success, because we all wanted to see ourselves very happy, and thank you, Edwin, for this wonderful opportunity. So last Friday, technically 6 days back, I attended the international global event for the HNP, and I was so excited, and ever since then I'm like super happy as to whatever I did. I was super happy, and my wife started seeing the change, my children started seeing the change. I'm like, okay, come on, we gotta do this. And that's how I started off. Though for living, I edit videos, I position myself as a video marketing coach, and that's how I met Vivji also. It's been close to 1 year of partnerships or learnings from each other again. The kind of testimonials which I get to hear from everybody. And I never met Karuna or I never met Kashish, but I know them through videos, though they are from the UPW family. So just it's been like 1 month we did finish our UPW from Tony Robbins. So it's like all the vibrant crowd. That's in short about me. Thank you, Edwin.
Wow, so that's exciting. Thank you very much. So a little background. So back in 2009, at the height of the recession, I just went out on the street and I started to talk to people about happiness. And it wasn't supposed to be a big deal. I came out of meditation. I was feeling really happy, you know. And so I was like, okay, I know the recession. I know people are really, you know, Sacramento, where my office is based, was like the second most hardest hit of the recession. You know, we had more foreclosed homes than any other part except for maybe Las Vegas, you know. And so you just drive across the street and they just border on homes, you know. They just put plywood on homes so that people don't go inside and ransack them and stuff like that. So in the middle of that, I just thought, okay, so people losing their job, they're losing their home, they're losing their 401k, but they still have their life, you know? So how do I shift that focus from all the things they are losing to what they still have? So I just went in and I started interviewing people, and after talking to so many people, one of the local TV affiliates, they heard about my work. And at first they were kind of curious, you know, they're like, okay, how can somebody be talking about happiness in the midst of recession, you know? And later on, I find out that they were trying to make sure I wasn't taking advantage of people, you know, with happiness. So they decided to go out on the street with me because they wanted to observe how effective what I was doing. And so they were so impressed with the interaction, they did a small documentary, you know, on it. And so the whole thing just took off, you know. And so I went on to start the I Am Happy project, which is now in 64 cities in 19 countries. And we have over 70,000 people involved in that. And my work was recognized at the United Nations in 2014 for what we do for global happiness. You know, thank you. Yeah. And for what we do for global happiness. So I had some countries started sending people to San Francisco, you know, to meet with me, to just study what we're doing and how they can implement it in their own country. So it was really exciting. And I was invited to do a TEDx talk, you know, which if you guys have not seen, I'll share a link with you before we leave, so you can kind of check that out. So fast forward, 2020, the coronavirus came, COVID-19 hit, okay? So February, I told my team, I said, this seemed very familiar again, okay? You know, 2009, 2008 was recession. We went out and we changed individuals' mind. And so this time we wanted to change businesses' mind. You know, we wanted to move businesses' mind from focusing on COVID, on just losing their business, to what is left. What can they do? So, and because my organization was instrumental in coming up with the International Day of Happiness, which is March 20th, the United Nations passed resolution. We celebrate International Day of Happiness every year on March 20th. So we were having an event that we were planning to celebrate, so of course COVID came, so we had to cancel that event. But I told the team that we shouldn't just not celebrate happiness, so we brought it online. And so we had 100 people register for the event, and about 60 people show up. So that was the first time we did online networking. That was March 20th, the International Day of Happiness. And since then, it just exploded, and people came, they were so appreciative, it gave them hope in the middle of COVID, losing their job or losing their business revenue. There was a gentleman that reached out to me after the first session, and he said that he did not really want to come, but his friend forced him to come, because he's just lost all his revenue. I mean, he's been running his business for 25 years, and he saw his business go from 100% to zero revenue. And for the first time, he started to be depressed. He said he's never experienced depression at all in his life. So now he doesn't know. But he said when he came, he got hope again, He realized, okay, sure, I lost my business, but I still got my life, I still got my chances. So because of that, they said we got to do it again. I said, well, but this is supposed to be International Day, it's supposed to be once a year, So they said, well, but this is too much. So the following week, we did something and more people showed up. And we didn't know where they came. Apparently, the people who showed up went to invite those people. And so the following week, we did it again, and there were more people. So now we quickly realized that, okay, this is helping people. And so we have to figure a way to do it based on neighborhoods. So instead of just doing one big event that was just worldwide, let's see how we can reach people in their community, to support their mom and pop type of business. So we started to break it up. And so first we break it up into 5 events a week. And then, it was like one in the East Coast of America, one in the West Coast, one in the Mid. Then people say, oh, that's too big. So, okay, we break it up some more. We became 12. Anyway, cut the long story short, we now host about 40 events every week, from one on March 20th. So, yeah. So it's been exciting. We went from 100 people registered for the event the first time. I think this week we're gonna have over 3,000 people, registered for all the events, And so we now have a session in UK. As a matter of fact, you guys are the first people to hear this. We used to have one in UK and Ireland. But now we are splitting that to UK, and then Ireland will be separate, And wow. We used to have one in Canada, in Toronto area. So next month, we're going to be starting in Vancouver. So we have 2 in Canada, And so Raj was like, okay, how can I be host in India? How can I be host in India? I said, I don't know if we are quite ready for that yet. And it's like, okay, well, what would it take to be ready? So I had a call with him a few days ago to just kind of get a feel for what are we getting ourselves into, to be sure that, and then he said, oh yeah, I see this, we want to spread happiness. We got happy people in India. We want to, which is really the excitement that we want, that's the kind of enthusiasm that we want, because when people are passionate about something, then they are willing to put in the effort, It's more like a labor of love, at that point, So I was like, okay, let's do it. So I shared with him that we need to at least have 3 co-hosts to kind of start it, because in all the events we do, and all of you are invited to visit, like this coming Friday. Now, although it will be kind of late in your time, I think it will be like 11:30.
We all attended the California ones together yesterday, I guess. No, yesterday or no, on 22nd. On 20th. On 20th, when I finished meeting with you, I picked each one of them, and that night, the very night when I finished meeting with you, we all attended the California ones.
Oh, okay, cool. So the Friday is the same time with that one,
Yeah.
So the California one, I'm not sure how many people attended when you guys were there, but the average like 70 or so, 75 people. The Friday is the same time. It's 11 Pacific and it's 11:30 Indian time. And we have about 150 people that attend that one. So if your schedule allows, you are welcome to jump in and experience the worldwide one on Friday, okay?
Yeah.
So we always like 3 co-hosts because we don't want it to be a job on just one person. We don't want, we want if somebody cannot be there because of family issue or something, then the show can still go on and the person don't feel bad, that they're letting people down. So we always do 3 co-hosts. And now we just started to do 4 co-hosts, where we have 3 co-hosts and a deputy co-host, So the deputy gets to substitute for one of the 3 co-hosts just in case, or something. So these 4 here kind of just makes sense, for us to be able to kick it off. Now I was telling Raj, I know because I study a little bit of geography, so I know India is a big country. I get that. And I know that it's not just going to be one in India for too long, So it was really cool that he was able to assemble people from different parts of India, because I can see, with the success of this first one that we say India, we can see one happening in Bangalore, India. We can see one happening in Mumbai. We can see one in Delhi. We can see one in, so we can quickly see 4 happening with the success of this one, and as the team grows. One thing that we do know, in the beginning, you're going to see people visiting from everywhere, okay? Mm-hmm. And I think that's what makes this thing very, very special. I've had people say, oh, I just did a business with a guy from India, or I just did a business with a guy from UK, I just did a business with a guy from Nigeria, and that makes me feel so good that we create a platform that allow people to transcend geography, because if there is anything that COVID has done, is COVID has kind of wiped out the borders, especially for technology company, it just wiped out the border. It doesn't matter whether I'm in Sacramento, I might as well be in New York, because I'm still sitting in the same chair, I might as well be in Toronto. So that was a huge plus, but at the same time though, we want to be able to support the local people in those communities that can benefit from what we do. So you won't be surprised once we announce this, you're going to be having people, like I remember when we first announced Hawaii, we had 5 people show up, okay, and 4 were from somewhere else. Only 1 person was from Hawaii, and the person was like, I thought this was for Hawaii. I said, well, you're going to have to help us reach out to the Hawaii people so that they will bring. And fortunately she did, and now we have like about 70 people show up in Hawaii, and about half of them are from Hawaii, Wow. So that's kind of like the way it grows. So that's kind of it in general sense. The main purpose, of course, is to build your business on the foundation of happiness. We know that people can build business anyway. We know money can come. It's like VG saying, when a person, decide to fund something, but the integrity of the person did not jive, And so we want to be able to keep happiness first, and then keep the money secondary, And that way we can be able to touch more people. We don't charge any fee for the online networking session that we do. It's free, but we encourage businesses to collaborate with each other. And we actually recognize people for doing that, So if you refer business to somebody or you do business with somebody, we recognize you to just give incentive to keep the money circulating in the community, So that's kind of like it. And I'll be happy to take any question before we go into more specific.
We would love to know, because we got to know something about how we could arrange these meetings. I mean, is there some system for that?
Yes.
Could you just, if you could just
Okay.
help us understand?
So because this became very successful very quickly, I mean, March 20th to now, that's like 6 months, So we know we had to turn this into a science, okay? So that it's easy for anybody to do it anywhere. So we have a co-host manual, which will be the first thing that I will send out to you guys. So you can kind of just review some of the things that we do in terms of how we create the culture and all of those stuff. And then on the day of the event, there is event guide. So, there's, everything is kind of scripted because we like to start on time so we can finish on time, and on the average it's 55 minutes. So it starts on the hour and you finish 55 minutes later, And so what we're going to do, we're going to synchronize this since this is about India. Raj and I were looking at the time that will work best for that community, and he was telling me like this time seemed like prime time, and if that worked, so I think we were looking at like 8 a.m., but it could actually be 8:30 a.m. here, which would be like 9 p.m. there. Would that be ideal? Okay. Because we like to start on the hour, right? At first we were talking about 8:30, but it dawned on me, we like to start it on the hour, so it's easy to keep track of the time, So, and then Raj was saying like Wednesday will be a good day of the week. We try to stay away from Monday because Monday is just like a planning day for us, and we've done some on Tuesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So if that work, then I can see us do like I think 8:30 here, which would be 9 p.m. there. We are flexible. Would that work? Is that a good time? The 9 o'clock p.m. is that a good time?
Yeah, I mean 9 p.m. is prime time. It's like prime time where everybody does webinars. It's like the best time. Even in television channels also 9 p.m. is the ultimate time. But again, what we were thinking is probably we all could do our own city-wise at flexible time. So, but you're suggesting that we build up the team initially, do only once a week is what you're suggesting, right, Edwin?
Yes, yeah, and this is what we've done in most places, because it's just easier. It's just to start with one, and again, like I said before, because this is such a big country, it's not going to stay one for too long,
Yeah,
but it's good to stay one, and then as the people come together, we can let them know what the goal is,
Okay.
That the goal is that we're going to end up having a separate one for Delhi. We're going to have a separate one for Bangalore. We're going to have a separate one for Mumbai. We're going to have a separate one for, Hyderabad. Is it Hyderabad?
Yeah, Hyderabad, yeah.
Hyderabad,
Probably you can just call it Hyde. Hyde is the short form. We call it Hyde.
Hyde, okay. So Hyde, okay. So if we let people know, then what's going to happen, we find out very quickly, like Texas, okay? Texas is a big state in the US, okay? So when we did one in Texas, people were like, whoa, that doesn't connect with anybody, it was just big one, So we told them, okay, we're going to be breaking it up, but we're not going to break it up until the first group get to 100 that register. We want at least 100 people register for the event.
Yeah,
Not
right.
100 people show up, but 100 people register. And I'm going to show you a link that you will be seeing that you can use to keep track of who registered. I'll share that link with you.
Yeah.
So then they say, okay, so very quickly they get to 100 register. So that was okay, we're going to split Texas up. So we split it to North Texas, and we split it to West Texas, and then they grow, and now we have Central Texas, and now we have South Texas. The same thing we did with California. We started with Northern California, now we have Southern California, we have San Diego, we have Silicon Valley, now we have San Francisco. So the same thing I see in India is if we see the cooperation of everybody coming to do one, and then as that number grows, as the word goes out, then we can start to break it into what area is ready.
Yeah, Edwin, I guess we'll reach 100 in each city in no time because everybody has got minimum of 100 followers. Vijay has got his own 100 followers for sure. I mean, they will register, not just show up, they will register in no time in Bangalore. You'll see Delhi, North India fill up very easily just like that. Mumbai, oh God, numbers will easily go to 1,000 because of Kashish and the network which he already has got. And Hyderabad also you reach 100 registered participants in no time. You'll see that happening. So we'll go with everybody's time, as in let them come up with. That was my opinion. 9 p.m. Again, we finalized, we were suggesting. Probably I was suggesting Wednesday, but we'll go with whatever Vivji or Karuna or Kashi says, because even today for this meeting to happen, I said let's do it if all of us are comfortable at one timing, and that's how we are here together.
Okay, so Vijay, you say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, so currently, Edwin, the guys out there in the US, let's say for example, California side, folks out there are meeting, respectively that group, and Texas, all the Texans together are meeting together, right? And let's say you said this is across 64 countries. I'm assuming there are a few European countries as well. So are there cross collaboration between Europe and US? Are there specific meetings that happens between the international borders, because we are trying to cut across the borders, right? Now, the reason I'm asking you this is, irrespective of what I do in Bangalore, irrespective of Kashish, what she does in Mumbai, and Karuna in Delhi, and Raj in Hyderabad, eventually, even though we'll have a cross pollination of within the country, but we would. What I feel is that an international view, an international forum, plays a stage for people to come and getting to meet people across countries is also a sweetener, I would call it, as in case that is available. So
and when you come on Friday, you will see the answer to what you just said, because people are coming from different countries. You're going to see people from Kenya, people from India, people from UK, Toronto, US. That's why we used to call it the national event, but now we call it worldwide, because people were coming from everywhere. So even the ones that we are going to call India, once we put it on our website, you're going to see people coming from California, people from UK, people from Toronto. So it's not just going to be only Indian people that's going to be attending it. I can tell you that right now, Yeah. So that, I think that's what makes it exciting. Like I remember a lady from Ireland, and she called me and she goes, she don't understand this at all. She's never been part of something like this before. She said in 55 minutes, I met 5 people from 5 different countries, and 2 of them are doing business with me next week, So she was so excited. Yeah, I think that's part of what makes this very special, because it's very organic, but at the same time, there is no real border. I mean, we call it. I think I was a guest with a group from Pennsylvania, when they first started, the same thing. The guy was like, I thought this is Pennsylvania, how come most people are from everywhere? I said, well, that's what COVID did. COVID removed the boundaries, but it's still up to the local people to really try to make the local people benefit from it, and that's what I am passionate about. I understand that there's a lot of people that have the luxury to be able to go anywhere and benefit, but how do we also make the community benefit, in the process? So that is the delicate balance that we have to maintain.
Yeah. The next one for me would be, as you said, most of the things would be, the structured way of having the meets, and perhaps scripted, information to be shared and all that. Now, if we have to pull in people from our known contacts and others more to be part of this great get-togethers, are there any specific scripted invites or something? Because we want to be very careful in our wordings, what we use, letting people know on their expectation of coming onto a forum like this, right? So there should not be any mismatch of what they were expecting and what they finally get delivered. So.
To answer that, I feel like we put together, I think it's about 12 or 13 page COHOSTS guide now, that kind of touch on some of the things you just asked because other people have been asking it, so how, what kind of invitation to use on LinkedIn or Facebook or email or text message, all of those things we already kind of break it down. And so you're going to receive that. And then you're also going to receive, I think it's about the 4th page of the event day, who gets to be the co-host 1, who gets to be the co-host 2, who gets to be the co-host 3, who gets to be the deputy. And in this particular case, I would really suggest that you just share, just move bodies around for some time, because this is going to be like a temporary group. I can see Mumbai having 2 additional co-hosts, that gets the Mumbai going, Delhi have 2 additional co-hosts that get Delhi going, and so on and so forth. So yeah, and I think once we put the date on, once we have a start date, which we're going to decide today, and we put it on the website, you're going to start to see, there is Von Vo is one of my assistants, and he's going to be in charge of working with you guys also, So it's like a co-host mentor kind of stuff. So it will be on the call to making sure things go well in the beginning. Now the first event, the first day, I will be there myself, But after the first day, I may not be there, but he will be there to support, to make sure everything goes well, and as it kind of develops, yeah.
Yeah, I sent an email of Edwin in the chat. If you all can copy it, it's Edwin at hnpabc.com. I just put it in the chat. If everybody, Vijay and Kashish and Karuna, if you could send a test email with your name and the city, that would be easier for Edwin to again bring all of us together in the group. Or I'll put in all the emails again. I'll drop it to Edwin.
The WhatsApp.
Yeah, in the WhatsApp. Yeah.
A question
Are you on WhatsApp, Edwin?
Yes, I am on WhatsApp. Yeah.
I guess you may already have thousands of groups out there.
Well, I mean, I have a few people.
Okay.
So if you just look, I'll tell you what, I'll put in my cell phone, and if you put it, it will come up on the WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. We just created an India HPN WhatsApp group. We'll add you into the group. Maybe there you can communicate us easily until we stabilize.
Exactly. Yeah, and then we can do Zoom like we are doing now, but WhatsApp is definitely a good one that we can use.
That's right.
Okay, so that's my cell phone.
That for you. The question was, there are so many people. I experienced joining the session on Tuesday, and it was really awesome, let me tell you. There were a lot of people I interacted with who came from the US, multiple cities. And so, of course, it was cutting across borders, cities and countries also. What I observed was that everybody was putting in their contact details in the chat box, etc. Do you have a repository that you create of the registered members who come regularly or stuff like that, which kind of helps people look at profiles of each other later sometime if they are not even in the session at that moment?
Right. So one of the things that we've done, and that's one area that we're very, very careful about because of lists, and so far I can say we attract really good people, where, we joke about it, like the end of the script, for example, when we're showing people how to copy the chat room, and we tell them, if you don't go to visit with somebody that was not in the breakout room with you, In other words, they don't know you. Don't send them text message or email because you got their email address. Try to connect with them on LinkedIn first. And if you say, hey, we were on this networking together, but we didn't get a chance to be in the same breakout room, I'd like to connect with you, they're more likely going to connect with you, And so we kind of joke about it that if people bombard you, then the chief happiness officer is going to give them a citation, and stuff like that. So, so far I have not issued any citation yet, but we joke about it, but we're also serious. But the bottom line is, right now, we are developing a community where, it's text-based, so we don't know how it's going to work international number quite yet, but we're also creating where people can have access to numbers, contact information, but that's in the development. So right now, people are getting the information from the chat room, yeah. But that is a natural next step here. So because of time, if we can agree, because I want us to agree on a couple of things. Number one is, did VG drop out?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
He'll come back in.
Yeah, probably the internet or yeah.
Yeah, so if we can agree on a day of the week, so does Wednesday work? And I know it might be temporarily, simply because, like Raj is saying, each of this one group might grow very quickly, okay? So let's agree on the one day. So the Wednesday work to start.
Yeah, Vivji, we are asking about the opinion of which date to start off or kickstart. In Edwin, I added you to the WhatsApp group where we are all, and I made you also an admin so that you can add in your assistant. So Vivji, Edwin is asking which day to start off or which day to go. Karuna or Kashish, please finalize on Tuesday to Friday. Pick any day so that Edwin also would.
I'm good with Wednesday. Wednesday sounds doable, and that really I think would be a good midweek wherein people are not too frustrated of the week beginning or the weekend vibe. So midweek would be great.
Okay. So
I second.
I think we need a week, 10 days to kind of pull people together and get to the session. So maybe 10 days or 2 weeks, at least a 10-day time from now to launch the program date.
Karuna, don't worry, with the UPW family, with the BN, and also Edwin, we all have been to BNI meetings, and there are a couple of other BNI members worldwide in California, in Texas, New Jersey, Toronto. I've seen them. They're saying they are part of BNI worldwide or BNI in their region. So all of us, Edwin had been to BNI meetings. I was an ex-BNI member. I guess Vivji also was BNI member. Were you, Vivji?
I'm not, but I've been for
meeting.
Okay,
Even I'm
so-
not BNI.
Okay.
So just quickly, do we agree on Wednesday?
Wednesday
Yes.
is good.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. So it will be every Wednesday because it's once a week. So it's every Wednesday, okay?
Until we
So
go.
that's good. So now time. Let's agree on time. What time is good?
Raj, suggest.
Early mornings for me.
No, Karuna, even I was thinking of the same.
No, initially for the kickstart, Edwin says he want to join in the first one, which will be again as per US timings. So initially the first kickoff and until we grow to 100, probably Edwin, you want to hop in for the evening sessions, or can we go with the morning times of IST so that you can hop in late in the evening, like 9 p.m. EST or 9:30 EST or Pacific time,
So-
9 p.m., something like that?
There's one point. I'm looking at the worldwide, time zone, except for Australia and New Zealand. Around 8:30 p.m. or 8 p.m. Indian time is suitable to have BME out. There's Europe, Middle East, Africa, as well as the US markets, as well as Indian market to get together. It's much convenient, keeping the worldwide population.
And what time did you say?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I kind of was seeing also, because if you want the people from the US to participate, if we say like 9 p.m. here, then 9 p.m. Pacific is going to be 12 midnight in the East Coast, and you're not going to get anybody from there, And, so if you want the globe to participate, like UK and stuff, I think that will make sense, because like 8 p.m. your time, then that will be like about what 6:30. No, it will be 8. What time is it right now?
It's 10:50 p.m. to be exact.
Okay, cool. So 10:50 exactly is 10:20 here. So we're like 12 and a half hour different, okay? So if we say 8 there, then it will be like 7:30 here, So, and you will see people who will join from California, because 7:30 they already attend the meeting. And then in the East Coast will be like 10 o'clock, 10:30, they will be happy to join, And then UK, it will be like about what 5 o'clock. They will be happy to join. So if we keep that time in mind, I think you can make this a global event as opposed to any other time.
Okay, so for how many weeks we would go with this time, Edwin? As in, initially for first week or second, third, fourth week, or when do we get to do it in Indian morning times? Because 10 a.m.
I say we do the first month, like weekly for the first month, so we can kind of get a flow for it, and then also we'll see the growth, and we'll see what part is growing faster. And then at that point, you guys can choose where you want to go. And if we are breaking it into 2 first and doing like north and south, or if we're breaking it into 4 right away, I think we'll have some more practicality at that point to be able to decide.
Yeah, I mean, Indian audience wouldn't be happy calling ourselves as North India, South India, but we would love to call ourselves part of cities. That's what the unity which we have. We say
say that one more time.
I mean, Indian participants or Indians mainly, they wouldn't like to separate themselves as North India or South India, though it's there in the political field, though it's there in the religion, or probably it's there in the minds of the people. But if we differentiate ourselves as, okay, North India meet or South India meet, people would mock at us. So what we would do is, we would go by the city name, because we have the unity, because I was in Mumbai, I was in Bangalore, I never had been to Delhi, but I know the kind of unity which we have, the unity in diversity factor which we call. So we will be very happy to call ourselves as let's see, we will easily make the 100 registrants for sure. So with the first month,
Raj, we could do it, we could call it zone 1, zone 2 instead of calling it north, south, east, west. Just an idea.
Instead of the
We
word,
use city circles. I think city circles should be good.
yeah,
Because
and I'm fine. It can be city, because like in Canada we do Toronto and we do Vancouver. You know?
the same way.
So you can do city. We're fine with that. We're just looking for the easy way to say, okay, we start. So we can start with India, because that's like the main thing, and we should be able to attract everybody. And then once we get that going, then we can say, okay, hide, baccalaureate, so I'm fine. It becomes you guys get to decide, because this is about you. It's about India. It's not about America. It's not about anybody else. It's about India. So you get to decide what works best.
Sure.
We just want to make sure it falls within the same general guideline, so that it's consistent with the message that we have already.
And very true, Edwin. Another thing, as Vivji said, there are lots of Indians, like we call them NRIs. Lots of them in Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Malaysia. They also will all hop in, because Asia, everybody wants to do business in India, and people from China. We have people from Vietnam, from different world. I mean, in the Asian countries, people are there from other countries. They all will hop in. Moment we say it's HNP India, and they would love to start off there. Yeah, I mean, let's fix on a date now, right? Time and day is finished.
So she was saying 10 days at least, and we usually do 2 weeks to kick off, I know that you guys are very active and you will have no problem getting people, but let's still give enough time to make sure. And so I'm looking like, if we're doing Wednesday, we can start either November 4 or we can start November 11. So which one works best for you guys?
Let's go with 4th, because all our birthdays, most of our birthdays are all on November 4th, or we can start off at October 29th, 28th. When, Kashish?
28. I think 28 is too soon,
very early.
That's Kashish's birthday.
Guys, also be mindful of the festive season right now in the country.
Yeah.
That's 15th November, Diwali in India.
Yes.
So prior to that, at least people can get a taste of what it is.
11th, either of the two is okay.
4th is.
4th, I don't know.
4th is doable.
I don't know about, if you celebrate festival.
What is
Kashish, but,
doable, because according to numerology, okay, it might be funny to you guys. According to numerology, the date 4/11/2020 totals up to number 9, which is a universal friendly number.
A universal what?
Friendly number.
Friendly number.
It's a
Okay.
happy number.
Okay. Well, I like that. So, but you guys decide. I hear Raj say November 4 is good, and Karuna, what do you want? Is November 4 good?
I'm okay with that. Kashish, just checking with you. 4th is the festival of Karwa Chauth. I don't know if you keep that fast or no.
No, I don't fast on
Then
because I'm Punjabi and yes, Hindi. So
55
Okay, so
minutes.
this one-
Oh God.
Last it-
That's a good auspicious day. Karwa Chauth, okay. 55 minutes.
I'm fine with that. I don't
Okay.
keep the fast, so it's. I was
Okay,
just
and VG 4 to start? Okay, good. All right. Okay, so I'm going to have my programmer. We're going to set the date for November 4. Okay.
Karuna
Alright, so-
on TV in Sindhis, so you might laugh at it. My husband and I, we both fast together. We
Wow.
don't eat. Yeah.
Nice.
So he fasts for me and I fast for him.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's like Christmas, kind of Christmas or Christmas Eve for us, Edwin. As in, this is like the largest festival in India. Not the 4th of November, but the season, like
Okay.
Christmas season.
Oh, cool. That's around on November?
14 November is the Diwali time.
Oh,
That's the
November
Indian
14.
festival. Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Children's Day is Diwali Day in India.
Okay, cool. All right. I'm going to be learning some stuff here. Okay, so did we say 8 p.m., right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here is what I have. So we're going to kick off November 4, which is a Wednesday at 8 p.m., okay?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Done.
All right.
Cool.
And then we're going to start a WhatsApp group to kind of keep communication going. And then we can jump on Zoom. Right now, I will get Vaughn to send you guys the information. I think I have everybody's email address. Do I? Can you put your email address in the chat room so I
Yeah.
can have all the email address?
Put it in the
So-
WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp. Or we added you into the WhatsApp group also. We made you an admin.
You did that already?
Yeah, did that. On the WhatsApp group, you are added.
Fast.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. That's okay.
Probably everybody can live in your email or maybe in the Zoom chat also, it's fine. Or if you put it in Zoom chat, I'll copy paste into the group.
Right.
Yeah,
I think I see all the email. If you put the email in the chat, please, so I can forward it to Vaughn, and then he can send you guys the
Yeah.
co-host guide, and he also will send you the event date, so you can have time to review it. And then on the co-host guide, you can see some of the invitation stuff that you can do and all of those stuff. And right now, the most kickoff we had like 76 people. That was the most kickoff. That's the record right now. So based on the way Raj is talking, I'm feeling like we're gonna beat that record.
No. It's like I believe in the energy of everybody because Kashish is powerful, Vivji is like super awesome. Everybody has their own tribe. If Vivji says tomorrow let's kick it off, I'm sure he'll be ready for that also. Because I know the vibes. I mean, the same thing with Kashish or Karuna also because we already have our own tribes of 100 people minimum easy, but they have to register or they have to see the model or again, do they need a criteria to attend the launch of the Indias? Do they need to attend the international?
No, they just know that it's about business and it's about making connection and it's also about supporting other people. It's not just about them coming to try to sell themselves, it's not just about them trying to see what they're gonna get. It's
Okay.
about what they're gonna give, So I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so we have
if
a
they are business or professional, they can come. Eh?
One question, how long will this event be? 1 hour?
55
It's
minutes.
55 minutes.
Okay.
So it starts on time at 8 p.m. and it finish at 8:55. Yeah, and that's similar to all our events. So at 8 o'clock, if it's just 2 people, then you start with the 2 people, and then you finish. Yeah, no, that's the way it works, and I think people really appreciate that, because when I started, I say, hey, we're going to start on time and we're going to finish on time, because with all the Zoom going on, by 55 minutes, people just need 5 minutes break before they jump into another Zoom or something else. So at least they know they don't miss anything, and they can go and join another group. Now, what we do, all the group the same. We have 2 breakout sessions. Each session lasts for 20 minutes, and each person have 2 minutes to talk about themselves and what they do. And then when we do the breakout room, we try to make sure it's 5 to 6 people in a room. So when there's 5 to 6 people and they take 2 minutes each, it uses about 12 minutes. And then there's still time for people to ask questions of each other, get some clarification, and how they can collaborate and stuff like that. And then by the time 20 minutes is over, they come to the halftime show, and during the halftime we take a picture. That's what we use to kind of share with people what's going on. And then we make some announcements, and then we go back for another 20 minutes, and then they come back and we are done. So in 55 minutes, somebody could easily meet about 5 to 12 people that will become a potential for them to go do one-on-one with and develop relationship with and stuff like that.
Yeah, and where do we broadcast this, Edwin? There was this question as to, we wanted to always broadcast it to YouTube channels and also to the Facebook group or the Facebook page. So will that also be taken care by your assistant?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And as we grow, we have the freedom to be happy, right?
That is the foundation.
On whose Facebook page and on your, the Happy Network has
Happy
a YouTube
Neighborhood
channel?
Project, yeah. So what's going to happen is, and I'm thinking it might already be there, but I have to double check, is we might have a Happy Neighborhood Project of LinkedIn that's just dedicated to India, and then so you can post something there. Okay, and so I have to talk to my social media guy to see what kind of stuff they've done, because I know that there is one for UK and Ireland. So
even the Facebook pages, I see many of them, but again the Facebook group, I see the Facebook Live. So initially we kick off, we'll put it on HNP official Facebook page live, and probably like HNP Toronto, New Jersey, Canada, or like other cities will have our own HNP Facebook page, or again, do we make HNP Bangalore, HNP Hyderabad, HNP Delhi and all that, or how do we?
Well, so I think for a start it will be India, okay?
Yeah.
I think, because that way it's easy to manage, and then we can kind of see where it goes from there, because one of the things that make this so successful is it's very organic and it's very people based, And so like right now, just while we're having this, I got a text from somebody that says, we want to break Georgia into 2, We want to have North Georgia and South Georgia, okay, where we only have one in Georgia right now. So, and that person already went and get 2 other co-hosts, So that's going to happen. We're going to end up having 2 locations in Georgia. So
Edwin, I have applied to join the FB group, the HNP FB group.
Yes. So everybody, the only requirement to join the Facebook group is that you attend at least 1 session,
Yes, that's done. So
Exactly.
I have yet to be approved. So yeah.
Okay, so then Aaron, my member relation person, is the one that approved the group. So I'll bring it to his attention that you attend already, so they can approve it. Yeah.
I mean the same thing
And
with
all
me
of the
also.
meetings will be on Zoom, and right. So that will be taken care of by your at your end as well, right?
Okay, say that again. I got a little interruption.
Sure. So how will the meetings be organized? It will be organized through Zoom, and how will we then share with them the link of that particular meet? Is my
Okay,
question.
so that's why I wanted to understand. Right now that we have the date and the time already, so my event guy is going to create a Zoom link for India.
All right. All right.
And once we create the Zoom link, we're going to send it to all 4 of you. Okay, and we're also going to put it on the HNP website as part of our event. So if you go right now, let me just do a quick share.
So people register on the HNP website, initially saying HNP India register.
Well, that's where all the registration will take place.
Okay.
So let me just share the screen. Yeah, I'll show you.
And also we would love to know how you pulled off Dell official partner, Zoom official partner. We were excited to know
Yeah.
that.
So if you see, these are all the locations that we are,
Yeah.
and we will add India to it.
Okay.
Yes.
And then if we break it up, we'll add the cities to it. You know, so like right now you have Toronto, and we're going to be adding Vancouver to it. So anybody coming through our site will be able to register. So if I click here, for example, and then it brings it down, I can register for Toronto. I can register for India. I can register for UK. You know.
Okay.
So let's see. Today is Thursday. So by tomorrow, we would have already added this to the website, and everybody will be able to see it.
Awesome. Yes.
So there would be a broadcast saying a launch of HNP India to everybody, right? To HNP family.
We're going to announce it this Friday. If you guys come to the worldwide,
Tomorrow.
as a matter of fact, I will encourage you to come to the worldwide, because that way I can see you guys' name, and I can be able to give you like 30 seconds to invite everybody, you know? So that's kind of like how we started.
Yeah, last Friday there were like 349 or 46 people. It's like overwhelming, so many numbers. Last Friday, global event.
That was the global event, the global summit. We had like 5 sessions that were going on at the same time.
Wow.
And I think for the total 5 sessions for that was the global summit, we had like 930 people attend that event, that 1 hour.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. So you might be one of the group, but we had like 5 going on side by side.
So the
on
design,
that day.
the design or the poster, India launch and all will be taken care by your assistant, right? Or
Yeah.
okay.
All
So
right.
I dropped
And then
it.
I'm sure it will want to get on Zoom with you guys before that day, just to kind of introduce himself, and also anything that we can do to kind of help. Okay.
Yes.
So initial launch you will take care of us. We all will just come, but we'll be there.
You just show up to have fun.
Okay.
What date, if you could let me know?
Fourth now.
November 4.
No, the global event you're talking about.
Oh, that was October 10, 2010. That was past.
That was over. That was the past one.
No, Edwin, you talked about launching it on Friday, so I wanted to know which Friday are we talking about?
Oh, okay. It will be this Friday.
Tomorrow.
Okay, and you still.
That's
Okay,
tomorrow.
let me show you. Yeah, let me show you my screen for a second.
That's tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. So if you see this event here that says register worldwide,
Yeah.
can you see that?
Yeah, we can see that.
Yes.
Yeah. So you want to register for this event.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and
We'll
then
be
that's
launching tomorrow then, yeah.
this is tomorrow, right? Tomorrow.
That's 11:30
And it's 11
Yes.
a.m. Is that 11:30 your time?
Yes.
Yes.
11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I will introduce the 4 of you on tomorrow to everybody.
But it's good that
Do you
now.
need a short write-up from our end on the introductions, or
Say that again.
would you need short write-ups from our end, like 2 lines?
No, because the way it is like I just got like 30 seconds to just introduce you guys, because I think tomorrow we are also introducing Vancouver, and we are also doing the island, so there's a lot of stuff going on
It
tomorrow.
will be fun, yeah.
Yeah.
So there is no upper limit on how many people can join this, right?
Technically no, because like the way we do the breakout room using Zoom, for meeting purpose, because of video, you can have up to 500 people in the meeting.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we don't like it to get to that number simply because by the time you get to that number, it's very hard to really do the networking because Zoom also have a limit of 50 breakout rooms. Okay, so if you have 500 people actually show up and you do 50, then that's 20 people to a room. The networking is not as fun, you know, it's just too much people. So by the time it gets to like 300 people attending, I think it's time to break it up into a group, start a different group, so that way we still want to keep that intimacy of about 5 to 6 people that is in a room meeting each other,
Yeah, sure. In fact, I love the November 4th because we are all 4 of us.
Okay.
4 of us.
Cool.
Another good thing is we would love to see the people popping in and getting to know each other, and we'll see how it goes. So initially we'll wait to see the design or the email going out to everybody, and you will be sharing us through the email, right? The link and the email or the graphic.
Absolutely, you're going to get all the information. Now, the worldwide event is a little bit different than the local event. So, I would encourage you guys, if your schedule allows, go to visit any of these local ones and just kind of get a feel for what it's like, because once we do the launch, then it's the 4 of you kind of running the show, Somebody's going to be the opening host, somebody's going to be the halftime show, somebody's going to be the closing host, and we are just there to kind of support,
Okay, sure. So so the training part.
Raj, what were you talking about Zoom? Yesterday we were discussing about the enterprise thing.
No, the Zoom Enterprise. So initially for kickoff launch, you will be there with us, Edwin. So not to worry. So the second week, so we use Zoom. Do we need to purchase Zoom Enterprise, or are you going to give us?
No. The event, when we set up the event now, is going to set the event to repeat every week for a long time. So some people are going to come now and they're going to register for multiple events, So you're going to use the same Zoom that we used to kick off. You don't need to do any Zoom at all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just show up.
That's why we can do the 500, because if we have an enterprise Zoom. So we don't want to put that body on any location to have to go and be getting enterprise Zoom, because enterprise Zoom is about $2,000 a month, if you are going to get it by yourself, because you need 100 license. Well, we've already done that.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, we're making it available to the members. So let's say if you guys want to have enterprise Zoom, I think it's come down to like $25 a month, because you'll be able to use out of our own enterprise instead of.
I would love to purchase it for sure.
The what?
I would love to purchase it for sure.
Absolutely. And if you just go to HNPabc.com, I'll put it here for you.
Yes.
So I just put the link there. So HNPabc.com/Zoom, and then you get all the information. And they give you access to not only 500 meetings, but they also give you access to up to 500 webinars if you want to do webinars.
Ooh.
But I think the biggest advantage that we see is it gives you unlimited storage. A lot of time people try to store their video on their computer and they get used up very quickly, and then they start deleting stuff and trying to decide which one they keep, which one they don't keep. But with this enterprise account, you have unlimited storage. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, Edwin. I don't think this would have been possible. The Zoom feature would have been possible at this cost anytime. So thank you so much.
It's monthly, right? It's not lifetime. It's monthly.
Yeah.
$25
is monthly. Yeah.
It's okay, Kashish. $30 to we will pay monthly. We will use Kashish. That's okay. Good.
Dell का क्या offer है?
Dell giveaway. I guess we will come up. So for India, do we have special giveaways or something like that, or does everybody follow the same thing worldwide?
pretty much the same thing, yeah.
Okay. People would be excited to wait for the giveaways, competing with the other participants worldwide. Indians would be easy. I mean, we'll be super energetic.
Very excited.
Well, we'll see. I think, let's see now. UK is pretty exciting too, you know, but hey, we'll see. I think at some point we might get all the co-hosts together just for fun. We do a co-host training, and then you know, so this is all about having fun. I think it's cool.
Yeah, when is the training part? So you send us an email with a guide of 12 to 15 pages. So when do we get
Yes.
trained?
You will get that, and we do training once a month. But because this is a new location, Paul is going to set up a special time with just you guys to kind of go through. But I'll tell you something though, aside from just having a clear understanding on how to invite people, there's really not that much training. I mean, the actual meeting itself is very scripted, and you will see that when you get the front page, it's not a real big deal, you know, it's the same thing. But how to invite, I think that's what is going to do some work with you guys.
Okay.
Alrighty?
Cool.
Okay, I want to say thank you very much. And Raj, thank you for getting this going. You know, Karuna, VG, Kashi. Hey, now I have some friends, yeah? New friends in India, alright? Good stuff. Okay,
Awesome.
I'll talk with you guys later. Eh?
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Lovely
Bye-bye.
connecting you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take
Thank
care.
you everyone. Bye-bye.
Oh, make sure you copy the chat so you can have the information. And then what we do, if you go to the chat and you select all, then it allows you to select everything, and then you can click, you know, you right click to select all, then you right click to copy, then you can have all the information. All right, on that note, I am going to say bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Very nice meeting.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.